Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, guys. If you've been paying attention to the NFL news cycle over the past few days, you've probably seen the whispers swirling around. Insiders like Adam Schefter and others in the know have been dropping some bombshells that could really shake up the NFC West, and by extension, the entire NFC playoff picture. The buzz is about Chris Godwin, yes, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver, potentially heading to the San Francisco 49ers in a trade that, frankly, could be one of the most impactful moves of the season. Now, I know this sounds almost too good to be true, but the whispers are gaining momentum, and the implications are enormous. So, let's set the stage here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a team that's been in a bit of a rebuild mode after their Super Bowl win a few years ago, are currently sitting at 2-3, and honestly, their offense has been pretty stagnant. Baker Mayfield, who was supposed to bring some stability, has been inconsistent at best. Their defense isn't exactly giving them much relief either. They're allowing around 25 points per game, and that's with a cap space of about $16 million free. They're clearly trying to rebuild, accumulating draft picks, and focusing on shoring up a weak offensive line, an area that's been a real problem for them. This season, they've allowed a staggering 29 sacks in just 5 games, which is a massive red flag for any team trying to contend. Their priorities are clear. They want to rebuild with younger players, fix their offensive line, and look towards the future. But in doing so, they might be willing to part ways with some veterans to accelerate that rebuild, and Chris Godwin is a prime candidate. Meanwhile, the 49ers are riding high at 4-1. They're sitting comfortably at the top of the NFC West, but it's not all smooth sailing. Their wide receiver depth has been exposed lately, especially with some key injuries. Brandon Ayuk, who's been a fantastic part of their offense, tore his ACL and is out for the season. Ricky Pearsall, another promising receiver, is on IR for at least 4 weeks with a shoulder injury. Jacob Cowing is dealing with a concussion and is doubtful for the upcoming Week 6 game. All of this has created a significant pressure on John Jennings, who's been relied upon heavily, but is not quite at the same level as the injured players. The Niners need reinforcements, and here's where the whispers about Godwin come in. He's a guy who can step right into that lineup and make an immediate impact, easing the pressure on the remaining receivers and providing that veteran stability that Shanahan's offense thrives on. Now, if you're wondering about the specifics of this potential trade, it's reported that the Buccaneers are considering sending Godwin to San Francisco in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2025 draft. A pretty reasonable price for a receiver of his caliber, especially given how much he can help the 49ers right now. Godwin, drafted back in 2017 out of Penn State, is a 2-time Pro Bowler, and last season he had over 1,000 receiving yards, top 12 in the league, and scored 8 touchdowns. His stats from 2024 are just as impressive. Over 1,000 yards, 83 receptions, and 8 touchdowns. He's a guy who consistently ranks among the best in contested catch situations. 52% contested catches last season, which is top 15 in the league. His yards after catch, averaging around 6.4 yards per reception, puts him in the top 10 for yards after catch, making him a dangerous weapon in the short and intermediate passing game. And it's not just about raw stats. The advanced metrics paint a pretty clear picture of Godwin's elite route running and efficiency. His EPA per target last season was plus 0.21, which is outstanding, showing that every time he's targeted, his chances of helping the team succeed are significantly higher. His PFF grade, sitting at 87, also highlights his clean route running and reliable hands. He's a guy who can win in contested situations, as his contested catch rate of 52% indicates, and his yards after catch show that he's not just a possession receiver but a playmaker after the catch. In 2025, Godwin is still producing at a high level, with about 26 receptions, 342 yards, and 3 touchdowns so far, and he's been a crucial part of Tampa Bay's offense, especially when it comes to third down situations and in clutch moments. His route win rate in the slot is also impressive, and it's no surprise given his skill set. He's a versatile receiver, capable of lining up inside or outside, and that flexibility is exactly what Kyle Shanahan's offense needs right now, especially with the injuries to Ayuk and Pearsall. The impact of adding someone like Godwin isn't just about numbers. It's about what he brings to the team's chemistry and confidence. He's a proven veteran who has been to the Pro Bowl twice and has over 800 receiving yards and 45 touchdowns in his career. His route separation, averaging 2.9 yards, is a testament to his ability to create space, and his route win rate of 65% shows he's a reliable target. He's a guy who can help elevate the entire offense, making life easier for Brock Purdy, who's been playing at a solid level with over 500 yards passing, 11 touchdowns, and just 3 interceptions this season. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this move could be a game changer. The 49ers are already considered Super Bowl contenders, and adding a player like Godwin could give them that extra edge, especially in tight playoff games. His ability to perform in the red zone, where he's shown to be efficient, is a huge plus. The team's red zone efficiency has been good, but could improve from around 60% to closer to 75%, with someone like Godwin providing more options. Plus, he's a guy who can help reduce turnovers, which has been a concern for the Niners at times this season. His presence on the field might also open up more opportunities for other playmakers, like McCaffrey, who's been outstanding early on with over 450 rushing yards. The betting odds for the Super Bowl have already shifted because of this potential move. Before, the 49ers were around plus 600 to win it all, but now, the odds have dropped to plus 350. That's a significant change, reflecting the belief that adding a player of Godwin's caliber boosts their chances considerably. The NFC is already considered the favorite conference, with odds around plus 120, but with this addition, the 49ers look even more like the team to beat. And don't forget, the playoffs are all about matchups, and Godwin's ability to beat man coverage, especially in the middle of the field, adds another layer of threat to their offense. Against teams like the Seahawks, where coverage schemes can be tight, he could be the X factor that makes all the difference. Of course, all of this hinges on the trade actually happening, but the signs are pointing in that direction. The Buccaneers, with their current struggles, are probably motivated to rebuild and look ahead, and losing a player like Godwin might be a part of that plan. For the 49ers, it's a smart, strategic move, filling a glaring gap on their roster with a proven veteran who fits perfectly with their offensive philosophy. Shanahan loves versatile, reliable receivers, and Godwin checks all those boxes. In conclusion, this is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing storylines of the NFL season. If the trade goes through, it could be a seismic shift in the NFC landscape, giving the 49ers an even stronger shot at repeating as conference champions and making another deep run in the playoffs. It's a move that combines savvy management from the 49ers front office with a bold, aggressive approach to winning now. And for us fans, it's exciting to see how this unfolds, because it's not just about adding a player, it's about rewriting the story of this season for the San Francisco 49ers. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Are you excited about adding Chris Godwin to the roster? Do you think it pushes the Niners even closer to a Super Bowl? Or do you have concerns about how it might affect the team chemistry or cap space? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the team. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with moves like this, the 49ers are clearly playing to win. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Niners!